You're listening to Where You Live with Gene and Tony.
Welcome back to Where You Live. It's nice to start hearing Christmas songs this time of year again. And, folks, you are listening to Where You Live with Gene and Tony. We're broadcasting from the Natural Green Lawn and Landscape Studios. We're brought to you by Extreme Exteriors and American Family Insurance, the Kim Bennett Agency. And before we get back into talking about our story about a HOA that said that the city reneged on giving them $25,000, there's something I'd like to bring up to our listeners. Two things. One, we've got a great resource for you. It is our bi-monthly newsletter called What's New. A lot of what we talk about on the show, we cover in further detail. It's, again, a free resource. All you need to do is give us a call, and we'll make sure that you start receiving it in the mail or electronically. Give us a call during the week at 952-922-2500. Ask for Lori. She'll make sure that you start receiving your free subscription. The other thing that we would like to bring to everybody's attention is that because the holiday season's upon us, it's time to give thanks and celebrate with family and friends, as well as look forward to the next year. We here at Where You Live and at New Concepts feel very blessed and appreciate the success that we've had this last year. But we want to take a moment to also recognize there are some people that are less fortunate. And this is a time where people, especially in Minnesota, they really do their part in charitable giving, and we certainly appreciate that. One charity that has been very near and dear to our heart at New Concepts and for well over a decade now has been the Ronald McDonald House. And, the Ronald McDonald House has been a real place of hope for families who've had an ailing child with a life-threatening illness, and they've been able to provide a place for the family to stay together and close while the other child is being treated close by the U of M hospital. What we do every year at this time is we are gathering non-perishable food items, cleaning supplies, toiletries, and then getting those out to the Ronald McDonald House. So if you would like to participate, we would love to have you. If you have it in your heart and are able to do so, you can give us a call at 952-922-2500. Ask for Lori, and she'll be able to tell you about what it is that we're collecting to give to those families. Plus, at New Concepts, we are also matching every monetary gift up to the first $2,500 given. And so if you would love to write a check to the Ronald McDonald House, you can make it out to the Ronald McDonald House, get it to our office so that we know that that's something we need to match, and we'll make sure that we get that to them.
Well, that's a wonderful, wonderful thing to do, Gene. I appreciate working for an organization that has that kind of attitude about the community.
Yeah, it's they are such a great organization too.
We, as employees at New Concepts, we have the opportunity to choose gifts to give to children that are staying at the Ronald McDonald House. And it has been so fun for me and my family because that's become part of our Christmas tradition is we take 4-5 gifts off that list and then we go shopping together to buy those things for these kids. And I usually try and choose gifts for children that are about the same age as my kids. So they were really interested in finding the exact thing that was wanted and wrapping it and all that. It's been a blessing to us.
And it's hard to find gifts sometimes for other people when you don't know what they want. But here you know
what they want.
What these kids want, and it's easy to do. That's fun.
Yep.
Well, let's get back to this story. This is something that this board member, saying is not so fun. The story is out of Haverhill, Massachusetts. A board member of the Wingate Street Condominium Association says that the city was purposefully deceiving them about a city program to improve the exterior appearance of the buildings with fake free loans. Tom Fallu, who's a board member of the Wingate Condo Association said city officials promised the association $25,000 loan for facade improvements that it would not have to repay as long as ownership of the property did not change for 10 years. Now, a few months later, after offering the deal, however, Fallu said the city has changed the terms of the program to one in which the association would have to repay not only the $25,000, but at a 1% interest over 10 years.
Okay, let me tell you what my first note on this story was after reading that section that you just read. What was in writing about this loan?
Exactly.
So far, nothing has been said about any kind of loan documents or any kind of contract being signed. The Homeowners Association is saying the city promised a free loan, which, by the way, we think is a contradiction in terms.
Oh, yeah. That's an oxymoron, isn't it?
If it's free, it's a gift.
Yeah.
If it's a loan, you have to pay back, right? So there's some confusion there. But my first question, what was in writing?
Exactly. And, of course, it was just promised. And now here's the other thing. If someone is offering you free money, why don't you take it now? Why do you have to wait months to think about it? Because it said a few months after offering the deal.
Yeah.
Fallu said the city changed the terms of the program. Well, let me also ask this. How long is an offer? Does an offer have to be?
How long is it good?
Is it good for?
Yeah.
If someone comes to me and says, hey, I would like to work for you and your organization, and I offer them employment, and they say, well, we'll think about it. And they come back 3 or 4 months later and say, hey, you know what? I think I'll take you up on that job. I've already found someone else.
Sure.
I found other people for this program if the city was doing that. So, I don't know that there's any statutory time or out there that
on offers.
Yes.
General offers. This Mr. Fallu is really upset about this. He's saying they're victims of a bait and switch deception by city officials. He thinks, he's almost saying the city deliberately tricked them. And what does the city say? The city said some misinformation was given out by city staff. They regret that.
Yes,
but there was nothing in writing saying this is what the program is until they did put it in writing, and the association came to find out that this is truly a loan.
Yes,
that you will have to pay interest on.
That's right.
Yeah.
What they did say is, okay, if you want to enter into an agreement with us, here it is. They offered them a contract in writing, and that's when he got upset. But here is why Fallu really got upset. And it said that Fallu ended up saying that because there were several delays in getting and securing this $25,000, they went to a bank to get a commercial loan for some additional money. Apparently, they were going to use this $25,000 and additional monies for a project that they wanted to do with the Homeowners Association. Mm-hmm. So what they did is he went ahead and secured a loan for more than what they could really afford, thinking that they were going to get it. They were so excited, they ended up getting contractors going and starting to work on the project, and that is why Fallu
He's in a bad spot, isn't he?
Yes.
He's in a tight spot. I can't imagine going out and starting the work and spending money when you don't have this deal in writing and nailed down. That's just not very smart, is it?
No, I mean, should be a lesson learned here.
Yeah.
That if something isn't in writing, all it is a suggestion. It's just an idea that's out there.
That's right.
And
that's right.
Even if you have a great understanding, even among the best of friends, or it's good to put things in writing because it allows you to remain friends. It allows
especially with friends, especially with family.
It allows you to be able to have things well defined, and they should have done that here with the association. And so I think that he put the cart well before the horse here in this case, and so he was on the hook for that.
I have another question that isn't addressed at all or even brought up in this story. It said the loan would not have to be repaid as long as ownership of the property didn't change for 10 years. How do you measure that in a condominium association? Doesn't ownership change?
Wouldn't that be interested to say, I'm sorry, Smiths, but you can't move now. You got to stay here another 3 years
because we want to get this money.
Would the association then charge that homeowner leaving with the
difference?
With the difference, they probably would. Knowing this board,
there's more problems with this whole deal.
And there's a lot more to the story, but we'll take a break and we will complete it in our last segment after these messages.